Live Pro Wrestling, Saturday night, February 19th, bell time 9 p.m., Green Valley Skating Rink. This is a special PWL show. Tax time turmoil. $12 gets you professional wrestling, $18 gets you skating, then live professional wrestling all Saturday night with a special 9 p.m. bell time at the Green Valley Skating Rink. See you guys at the matches.
Resolution that this year is going to be the greatest year for PWL in history. And to start that, I want everybody to stand up, put your hands together, and welcome to Bluefield, West Virginia, former WCW superstar known as Maestro. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Papa Strode.
What's up, West Virginia? Papa is back, baby! And tonight, by God, tonight! We're gonna cause some commotion up in here. Someone is going to come to Papa.
First off, before I speak, hey, fat people in the concession stand, you, get over here and sit down. Show some respect.
You don't deserve respect.
You don't get a child tax credit this month, so you better watch what you spend. Now, the last thing I care about is hearing two has-beens that never was call me out. I'll tell you what, since you want it, why don't you shut the hell up? Ladies and gentlemen, I've been informed that if you say what one more time, Jeff Paul is going home.
Wait a minute here. We haven't been properly introduced. Mr. Jeff Paul. This is Dorothy. Dorothy's a big fan of yours, by the way. She's heard a lot about you. She came all the way to West Virginia to meet you. As did I.
I don't play with toys, but your wife does.
Try not to get the family secrets out, will you? That's pretty embarrassing. but I am pretty flattered. But I know Dorothy wants to play with you, but Papa gets first bid. So come to Papa. Yep, Paul.
I'm scared there's dogs.
You should be.
Your husband wakes up and way worse.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing to you. Before I was so rudely interrupted. Introducing to you the man on my right. WCW Superstar, Papa and his opponent this evening, hailing from Los Angeles, California, he is the man you love to hate, Jeff Paul! Jeff Paul is requesting complete silence while he removes his sweater.
Bring it back on!
Hey, you're right. It's cheap man.
It's kicking things off. Matt Collins brought us out the former WCW stars, the Maestro, Papa Stro himself. Jeff Paul rudely interrupts, and the crowd lets him know they don't please him being here one little bit. And I'm not sure we please him being here either, but Papa Stro, everybody likes him here. Thank goodness Matt Collins, the PWL general manager, was able to get him here for us on PWL Showtime and live inside the PWL ring. And this should be a great kickoff contest here for PWL Showtime. Big car elbow tie up right in the center of the ring. Look at the power of Stro, the Papa Stro himself, taking Jeff Paul back to the corner. Jeff Paul, we see him using his most well-versed muscular device, that being his lip, throwing a fit. We see General Manager Matt Collins hanging out on the outside with Stro's bestest friend right there with him. Another big collar elbow tie up. This time Jeff Paul with a little bit of power and momentum backing Stro up into the corner. Lots of things happening, lots of hair pulling, maneuvering about. Referee right there for everything to be seen. Now Jeff Paul wants a test of strength. I don't know if Jeff Paul has a whole lot of strength in those arms. Papa Stro, certainly a great athlete, many years in the professional wrestling industry, so he's going to have strength to have. And you see right there when he locks him up, and Jeff Paul, a little cheap shot, nice shoulder tackle by the Stro. He's going for that patented sleeper hold. He's got something locked in right there. Look at that. Jeff Paul, he has to manangle his way to the ropes, and that's going to get a break. Stroh will have to break things off. And up and over, down and out goes the Jeff Paul. And Jeff Paul doesn't like Stroh's friend there, nor does I don't think he appreciates very much the fact that Matt Collins is doing a little tease on the outside. Jeff Paul got taken over the top rope by the big clothesline by Papa Stroh. Coming back up onto the apron. Oh, gosh, right over the top rope. That'll change tides. That'll change things in a hurry. Big boot there by Jeff Paul. Coming off the ropes. There's that patented leg drop. Jeff Paul now with a knee across the throat. Referee Reg Cassidy out of position. Didn't get the count on there. Several seconds of choke throating. Now more choking across the middle rope on the far side. Jeff Paul, I'm not sure he's done one legal maneuver in this matchup. Maybe the leg drop. We'll count that as legal. Now he's using the ropes for leverage as he's just standing on the midsection of Papa Stroh. The crowd in Bluefield does not appreciate Jeff Paul one bit for his tactics. Grabbing both feet, distracting the official of the matchup, dropping across the lower abdominal region. Now a handful of hair and eat some turnbuckle. Jeff Paul in the corner, offensive against Stroh. Irish whip out of the corner. Oh, big reversal. Papa Stroh now coming through. Grabs it. There's the sleeper hold. Can he put Jeff Paul out? The big sleeper by Stroh, and oh, he picked up the boot right to the news, and Jeff Paul gets disqualified right in front of our referee and official. Now he's putting some boots to Stroh after the bell. Jeff Paul's going to get disqualified for the low blow here, and now just choking out right in front of Matt Collins. How crazy and stupid is this guy? Jeff Paul laying the boot right across the throat of Papa Stroh. Referee Reggie Cassidy. Here's Aaron West, the 304 champion, and Jeff Paul's going to hightail it out of here. Papa Stroh's going to be our winner by the disqualification as Jeff Paul took the cheap way.
Jeff, I'm getting a little tired of having to come out with the place cheating. So, hey, I'm here. I've got a belt back there that needs defended. I've got all my gear on, and my opponent didn't show up tonight.
I've beat you several times.
Have you ever beat me once? So, what do you guys say? You guys want to watch me kick Jeff Paul's ass later? Well, it just so happens the general manager's out here. What do you think, Matt? Do we have a match later? All right, Jeff. I'll see you in a few minutes.
Live Pro Wrestling, Saturday night, February 19th, bell time 9 p.m., Green Valley Skating Rink. This is a special PWL show. Tax time turmoil. $12 gets you professional wrestling, $18 gets you skating, then live professional wrestling all Saturday night with a special 9 p.m. bell time at the Green Valley Skating Rink. See you guys at the matches.
In 2001, drug companies dumped 1 billion opioid pills in West Virginia, causing over 3,000 overdose deaths and thousands of babies born addicted by no fault of their own. I'm attorney Stephen New. If you're the grandparent or guardian of a child born with neonatal abstinence syndrome, call me. I'll help you seek just compensation.
Call the law offices of Stephen P. New at 1-844-BAD-PILLS. before time runs out.
This is not just a podcast. House of Kayfabe with Brian Resner and Stephen New. This is a tribe of devoted super fans that have crashed through the barricades, torn down barriers, and broken through the fourth wall. This is a creative think tank full of people who have given way too much of their lives to professional wrestling to not be getting a paycheck. This is a secret society of elite fans from all over the globe. And guess what? It isn't a secret anymore.
House of Kayfabe, featuring Jim Cornette's lawyer, Stephen P. New, is available now on all major podcast platforms. Just click subscribe to join the Kayfabe stream and get access to unbelievable interviews, in-depth discussions, hilarious segments, and exclusive content. This is the fan-driven podcast you have been looking for.
House of Kayfabe with Brian Resner and Stephen New.
G.I. Joe and Cobra, new releases plus the largest selections of 1980s release G.I. Joes. Come pre-order your new figures too. Transform your collection with the collector's releases, collectibles from the 1980s, and all the hot new Transformer releases from Hasbro.
And the Masters of the Universe.
Dominate your retro collection of the universe with the Masters of the Universe Retro Play line. Figures and accessories available at 80s Toys of Princeton.
Federation superstars twist turn, do things they never thought they could do.
The region's only dedicated wrestling figure room is at 80s Toys in Princeton. Mattel, Jax, Hasbro, Galoob, and all of the favorites from days gone by, plus new releases from Mattel and AEW, WWE, and everything in between is at 80s Toys of Princeton. 935 Berkshire Street, Princeton, West Virginia. Phone 681-282-5433.
Introducing to my left, she's beautiful and she's deadly, and she's been accompanied to the ring by the PWL Women's Champion, Talise Starseeker. I present to you now, Hard! Ladies and gentlemen, her opponent has accomplished so much in such a short period of time. Their favorite, Kobe.
Where's your mom going? Oh, is she not here? Oh, she's too scared. Please, she's too scared to show up. No, she's gonna bring her baseball back. Oh, okay.
We continue on with PWL Showtime for this episode. Colby Max and Nallhart. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is a grudge match of grudge matches. We saw when Colby Max lost the women's championship to Talise Starseeker. We saw what Nallhart did, making her interference known by bringing Colby Max's mother into the ring. Big shove off right there, showing the power and size advantage of Nallhart. We saw again in that matchup where Starseeker became the women's champion, where they, well, let's just call it as we saw it, basically assaulted Colby Max's mother in order to get Colby to submit, say I quit, and the title changed hands. A big shove off right there just a moment ago. Definite size and power advantage to Nallhart in his special grudge match. Attempt at a waist lock and more size advantage for Nallhart. Fans just want to Reiterate what we saw before commercial break. Aaron West issued the challenge to Jeff Paul. That matchup for the 304 championship will be our main event on this program today. So it will come up after this matchup. 304 championship is on the line. Aaron West, and a big smack there by Colby. And she's on the offensive. Aaron West, Jeff Paul, our main event here on Showtime today. 3 big matchups now for this program. Here comes Colby in the corner. She's got some fire, and that right there will end that fire. Big choke style slam, and down goes Colby. Man, killjoy. Talk about a killjoy. Whew. Got a 2 count right there. As Colby had to reach down deep. Figure out how to get out of that one. Allhart has her size advantage. She has the advantage in the matchup. She's using all of those tactics to her advantage. I'm not sure Colby Max knows what she's bit off here in this matchup. Just slung her across the ring there. Power and size advantage all around. Now just using the middle rope, shaking her like a rag doll. Allhart has her backed in the corner, now pulling her out more center style of the ring, looking for, I guess, the nice little suplex. Yeah, front stancery style, just front suplex. Puts Colby Max down on the ring. Colby better figure something out quick here before she gets so far into these things she can't get out of it. Backed up in the corner on the far side, now draping her across the top turnbuckle. That's a basic chokehold. It's just using the ring as the choke. And Colby can't stay up on her feet. I think Allhart wanted to maybe give a splash in the corner, but Colby just couldn't stand up. Now Colby trying to fight back, get some shots into the midsection. She's able to back her up into the corner, but now a handful of hair, and down goes the former PWL Women's Champion. Allhart to cover, and she'll get the shoulder up. I don't want to say she kicked out because I don't think Colby was able to dig down deep enough because the size advantage again of Allhart. Backs her into the ropes, center Irish whip for the bride, coming up and over and looking for a sunset flip, but we see Talise Starseeker on the outside, just not enough. Colby Max, strong women's champion in her own right, but just the size advantage of Allhart's too much right now. Gonna scoop her for suplex again. That's three style suplexes in this matchup that we've seen Allhart go for. And she is just pulverizing on the back of Colby Max. It may come a point where a referee and official in this matchup may have to step in and say enough's enough, but right now, Colby's doing a okay job protecting herself. You know, as a referee, you got to go, when can this combatant not protect themselves any further? And Colby's getting dangerously close to that point. Handful of hair, and Allhart just keeping control, and another throwdown. Keeping control of this matchup and keeping control of Colby. And a cover. Again, another small kick out. Ever present on the outside, the PWL Women's Champion Talise Starseeker. She was a party in the second party in that entire pull my mom into the ring endeavor. Here we see Colby Max finding some adrenaline. Trying to pull Allhart to the vertical base. She does. Look at that power. She dug down deep. Now here comes Colby. Little step behind. She's going to get on her back and into a sleeper hold. A little chin lock sleeper hold. This might be her best advantage that she can get. Use all of her weight onto the back. Put all of the force straight down onto the windpipe. Take her wind away. What's Colby got in her here? Can she do it? Colby's putting all the force she's got on her back, on her windpipe, using that sleeper style hold, and then backs her into the corner. And Colby comes off with the hold, but I don't think Allhart had a whole lot on that. Colby's able to climb to the second rope. Big cross body, but oh man, Allhart just caught her. just completely caught her, and now she's going to just... And, oh, wow, our referee got right in the way. Down he goes. Big body slam. Down goes Colby. Talise Starseeker up on the apron. Now, this is a dangerous situation. Now, she's got her hooked. Here comes Nallhart. No, she hits her own partner there. Down goes Talise. Referee still down in the far corner. He saw none of that. Nallhart's up, kick to the midsection, and a stunner-style maneuver. There's one of those, and kicks her again and gets a second one. She staggers into the ropes. Colby Max hits her for a third time. Trifecta stun time. And Colby Max with a three-way killjoy. And she covers, and there's the pinfall. Colby Max.
2001, drug companies dumped 1 billion opioid pills in West Virginia, causing over 3,000 overdose deaths and thousands of babies born addicted by no fault of their own. I'm attorney Stephen New. If you're the grandparent or guardian of a child born with neonatal abstinence syndrome, call me. I'll help you seek just compensation.
Call the law offices of Stephen P. New at 1-844-BAD-PILLS before time runs out.
This is not just a podcast. House of Kayfabe with Brian Resner and Stephen New. This is a tribe of devoted super fans that have crashed through the barricades, torn down barriers, and broken through the fourth wall. This is a creative think tank full of people who have given way too much of their lives to professional wrestling to not be getting a paycheck. This is a secret society of elite fans from all over the globe. And guess what? It isn't a secret anymore.
House of Kayfabe, featuring Jim Cornette's lawyer, Stephen P. New, is available now on all major podcast platforms. Just click subscribe to join the Kayfabe stream and get access to unbelievable interviews, in-depth discussions, hilarious segments, and exclusive content. This is the fan-driven podcast you have been looking for.
House of Kayfabe with Brian Resner and Stephen New.
G.I. Joe and Cobra, new releases plus the largest selections of 1980s release G.I. Joes. Come pre-order your new figures too. Transform your collection with the collector's releases, collectibles from the 1980s, and all the hot new Transformer releases from Hasbro.
And the Masters of the Universe.
Dominate your retro collection of the universe with the Masters of the Universe Retro Play line. Figures and accessories available at 80s Toys of Princeton.
Federation superstars twist, turn, do things they never thought they could do.
The region's only dedicated wrestling figure room is at 80s Toys in Princeton. Mattel, Jax, Hasbro, Galoob, and all of the favorites from days gone by, plus new releases from Mattel and AEW, WWE, and everything in between is at 80s Toys of Princeton. 935 Berkshire Street, Princeton, West Virginia. Phone 681-282-5433. Live pro wrestling Saturday night, February 19th, bell time 9 p.m. Green Valley Skating Rink. This is a special PWL show. Tax time turmoil. $12 gets you professional wrestling, $18 gets you skating, then live professional wrestling all Saturday night with a special 9 p.m. bell time at the Green Valley Skating Rink. See you guys at the matches. It's time for that special main event, ladies and gentlemen. Just made at the top of the program after the way Jeff Paul and Stro ended. Aaron West came out, made the special challenge. Big throwdown. See the power of Aaron West. Aaron West made that special challenge, said he will defend the 304 championship. His opponent was a no-show. And Jeff Paul needed a lesson in humility, maybe a lesson in ethics, maybe a lesson in some manners. And this is how the lesson gets taught. PWL, we teach it in the ring. We'll sidestep and a whoop, and there's a nice hip toss. Down goes Jeff Paul. Lessons get taught in the ring, and you're going to learn some respect. Aaron West said, Jeff Paul. And there's some knee and elbow action and a big run, and a nice big European-style uppercut in the corner. Aaron West feeling some momentum. Shoot him across. Coming out of the corner. Gets into that big fireman's carry. Can he put it away quick and early? Rolling through. Aaron West definitely has momentum early in this matchup. West wanted to fight tonight, and he's got Jeff Paul to teach him that lesson that he needs. Jeff Paul is able to run for the hills. And I don't mean the department store with popcorn and hot dogs. Jeff Paul's rethinking life at this point. Paul on the outside, Aaron West not going to let him take a breather. He's coming from behind, and a big forearm on the outside, just out of camera view on the far side of the ring. You can see him right there in what would be our entranceway area, now in front of the crowd on the far side. Big chop across the chest. West and Paul here. 304 championship is on the line. And now one of our fans, Aaron West, says, here, how about you get a shot? Never know what might happen if you sit in the front row. Right here at PWL Wrestling. Fans, make sure you look up all of our great events. Our next one's February 19th. That's this Saturday. Special 9 p.m. bell time at the Green Valley Skating Rink. Come out and join us. Come early, skate the night away. One price for skating and wrestling. Now, Aaron West putting big forearms right to the head of Jeff Paul. Maybe realign that face a little bit. Make it a little more child-friendly. Now Jeff Paul gets a little twisty turn, and he's going to be on the offensive. Sends West into the steps there at the side of the ring. Jeff Paul and Aaron West just outside camera view. You can hear the thumps and claps and hits, and now back to the ring apron area they come. West took a little bit of punishment there. Now it's Jeff Paul's on the advantage. You can see he took some punishment. Look at those scrapes and bumps and bangs to his back. You see the red marks. Now a foot across the chest. Jeff Paul, you're going to do better than that. Paul looking for a little drop kick. Landed that one square in the torso. Aaron West down on the canvas. Jeff Paul in control of the matchup. Jeff Paul drops a headbutt into the lower abdominal region. That will ruin your plans for Friday night. Jeff Paul taking off to the ropes. Here's that patented Jeff Paul leg drop. Going for a cover. Nonchalant, but does hook the leg you'll get to. Jeff Paul does not like the count by our senior official, Reggie Cassidy, but it's the count nonetheless. Aaron West firing back. Shots to the midsection and straight to the eyes goes Jeff Paul. Some admonishment, but the deed's been done. Now with the boot across the back, Aaron West is getting choked. Not good for Aaron West. Shot to the midsection. And another one. West needs to get out of that corner. Jeff Paul going to help him to the other corner. And now a big boot. That'll catch him just below the jaw. That'll rattle you a lot. Just a 2 count on that last pinfall. Aaron West still got a little bit too much in him to be counted down. that knee, using the top rope for leverage. Count being applied, but still damage being done. Still choking the man. He's got till 5, but boy, that's a long 5 count. A little leg drop maneuver. That the famouser. And now a cover. Hooks the leg. Still a little nonchalant, but he'll get a 2.5. Aaron West took advantage of all he could on that count. Off the rope. And another leg drop. Cassidy out of position. Jeff Paul just completely irate at the referee being out of position. Jeff Paul uses the beard of Aaron West that time to drop him to the canvas. That's a painful-like maneuver, shall we say. Now with West down on the canvas, Jeff Paul going to climb up. He wants to go to the top rope. Could we see his version of the Alabama Jam? The California Jam. And nobody's home. Jeff Paul. He's going to need some California love when he figures out what he hit on that canvas side. Now, big belly-to-belly suplex. Aaron West might have gotten the door open that he needed. Can he get his adrenaline moving? He's got some pumping now. Double underhook and a double underhook. Down goes Paul. Here's a leg hook. Is that going to be enough? It is. Aaron West wins and retains the 304 championship. What a great matchup. Taking advantage of the big mess up and a big miss off the top rope from Jeff Paul. Aaron West, much to the happiness of the crowd, the PWL faithful here at the Green Valley Skating Rink here in Bluefield, he retains the 304 championship. What a great, fantastic matchup. Jeff Paul not had the best of days here on PWL Showtime. Disqualification lost against Papa Stroh, and then takes the pinfall loss in the 304 championship matchup here against Aaron West. But Aaron West, a hard-fought matchup with Jeff Paul, and he just keeps proving why he is the 304 champion. Jeff Paul, I think, is coming to and getting the cobwebs and the birdies out of his head and realizing, wait a minute, what just happened here? And he is tracking the eyes of Aaron West on the outside of the ring, and he's going, dude. And Aaron West is now, Jeff Paul may have something else to worry about. If you see the far side of your screen, ladies and gentlemen, you can see the old Papa Stroh coming. He's got some unfinished business with the Jeff Paul, and Jeff Paul backs right into the sleeper. Backs into the sleeper. Papa Stroh said he wanted to put him to sleep for good, and he backs right into the sleeper. Fans, it's PWL Showtime, and as Papa Stroh puts Jeff Paul to rest, February 19th, Saturday night, 9 p.m. is the bell time for PWL live at the Green Valley Skating Center. Papa Stroh has put Jeff Paul to sleep. Come see Aaron West and the rest of your favorite PWL stars Saturday, February 19th at the Green Valley Skating Center.